I'm ready. See what this deal's going to be. See what one's worth. Pretty good little Angus heifer, guys. 250. 250, 60, and 265, 70, going to be 80, going to be 285, going to be 285, 90, and 90 here, 95, 95, 95, 95, 295, and 95 there, going to get 95, going to get 95, going to get 95, going to get 95, going to get 95 here, 95 there, here, Pokey, 290 on number 80 in Preg. It's got a magic trick. It's like a magic trick. Magic trick, yeah. $1.50. $1.55 and 55 and 55 you get 5 55 55 55 55 60 and half high going to get 5 going to be 70 going to get 5 going to be 80 going to be 85 going to be 85 there 85 there going to be 85 here going to be 85 85 85 85 here Varner 180 on number 80 in Preg. Just 8 in Preg. She's a little post-legged, maybe. $1.50. $1.50, 60, and $1.60, 70, 170, 180, 180, 180, 190, going to be 2 and 2, going to be 195, going to be 2 now 5, and 205, 10, going to be 210, going to be 215, and 215, going to be 15, going to be 15, going to be 210, going to be 215, going to be 210, going to be 15. Ricardo, 210. Golly. $1.50. $1.50, 60, 70, 170, 170, 175, going to be 80, 85 here, going to be 85 and 90 here, 195, 95 here, 95, 95, 95, going to be 195, and 95 there, going to be 195, going to get 95, going to get 95, going to get 95, going to be 95, going to get 95, going to be 195 here, so 190, Varner 8, Preg. 6, 7. I got it. You got it? Yep, thank you. And home? 6, 7? Yeah. You don't have young kids, do you? $1.50. $1.60, 70, 175, going to be 80, going to be 5, going to be 90, going to be 95, 95 and 2, going to be 2, going to be 205, going to be 205, and 205, going to get 5, 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 going to get 5 here, Varner, $2, 89. Okay. Not big enough. $2. I mean, $3. 250. 255 and 55, you get 5, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255 and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, $2. 210, 220, 30, 40, 50, 240, 50. Ricardo, 240. $2. $1.50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 190, even get 2, 10, 210, 220, 230. Varner, 220, 80, Preg. Gotcha. Bull. He's a bull. $2. 210 20 and 220 30 we get 2 30 40 40 50 we get 2 50 we get 2 50 2 40 50 and 2 40 50 we get 50 we get 50 40 50 we get 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 50 here poke 240 89 80 18x. I knew that. Dadgummit. 18x. You don't have to touch it and it'll open. Me. That gate's real touchy. That switch over there is barely touching it opens. How now, brown cow? $1.50. $1.55, 60, and half high, going to be 70, going to be 80, going to be 185, 85 here, going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85 here, going to be 85 here, poke 180, 89. $2.50. 250, 60, 72, 72, 82, 82, 80, 90, going to 2, 90, going to be 85, 85 here, going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 90, going to 2, 90, going to 2, 90, going to be 85, 95, and 95, you get 95, and 95, going to 95, going to 95, going to 95, going to 95 here, West, 290, 16. Another good heifer, 250. 255, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 260, 260, 70, 270, 80, 270, 80, and 275, 75, 75, 80, 5, going to be 85, and 90, 290, and 5, and 3, and 95, 3, and 95, 3, 3, 95, 3, West, 295, 16. I know it, right? I don't know. Brian Giles. $1.50. $1.50, 60, 70, 170, 75, going to be 80, 85, going to be 85, 5 here, going to be 85, 85 here, going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, going to be 85, 85, going to be 85 here, Varner, 180 on number 102. No preg. 2, no preg. Yearling Steers here at 320. 325 and 325 and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 325 and 3 and a quarter. We get 320. We get 320. We get $3 now 5 and 3 and half 5. We get 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 305, 10, 310, 315 and 10 and 15. Going to be 10. We get 15. Going to be 15. Going to be 315. What about you, Carl? 315 and 310, 15 here, Varner. 310, 83. Brumleys are checked open. $3. 305 and 35. We get 5. We get 5. We get checked open. 305. We get 5. We get 5. We get 5. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3. 275, 80 and 285, 85, 85, 90. We get 2, 95. We get 95. We get 3. We get 3. Now 5. Going to be 305 and 35. We get 5. 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 We get $5. We get 5 here, West. $3, 16. 60 days wean on the bull calf. 350. 350 and 350, to get 350, he might not be just right. 250, 260 and 250, 60, to get 250, 60, 260, to get 250, 260 and 250, to get 260, to get 270, to get 270, 80 and now 80, to get 280 and 270, 80 and 270, to get 280 down 70, to get 280 here, Varner 270, 91. Let's sell ladies. These are checked open. Lucas Allen. $3. 3.5 and 3.5 and 3.5. It get 5. 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 10. Down 10. 310. 310. 305. 310. And down 10. Go to 10. Go to 10. 310. Down 10. Go to 10. Go to 10. Down 10. Go to 310. And 310. Go to 10. Go to 10. Go to 10. Go to 10. West. 305. 16. Massey's checked open. 275. Yeah, 275. Now 75, 75, 75, 280. And 275, to get 280, to get 280, to get 275, 80. And 280, to get 280, to get 280, to get 285. 85 and 90, 95. And 95, you get 95, 95, 95, 95, to get 95, to get 95, to get 95, 95 here west. 290, 16, 290. Virginia Patty's heifers. They're long wean. They're guaranteed open. $3. 305 and 35. Bit of 5. Bit of 5. Bit of 3 and 3. Bit of 3. Bit of 275. 80 and 275. Going to be 85. 85. 85. 90. 95. Now 3. Bit of 3. Now 5. 305. 305. Now 10 and now 10. Going to be 10. Bit of 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. 310 and 305. Going to be 10. Now 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. 305. Going to be 10. Daughter here west. 305. 16. Here's Leonard cattle from Weatherford, guys. That wean them back in June. They're guaranteed open. 320. 325 and 25 and 25, 25, 30 and have 30 to get 35, 35, 35, 35, you get 5, 35, 35, 40 to get 3, 45 and 45, 45, 45, 45, 50 and 350 to get 350 to get 3, 45 to get 50 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 here west. 345, 16. No. Oh, the Leonard cattle guys wean them in June. They're guaranteed open. 275 and 275, 80 and 275. Go to be 85, 85, 85, 90, 95, 95, 95, 3, to get 3, to get 35. Go to be 305, 10. Go to be 10, 15 and 3, 15, 20. To get 3, 20. To get 3, 20. Go to be 20 and now 20, 20 there. Go to be 20, 20 there. Now 20, now 20 here west. 3, 15, 16. They are good ladies. Grossman over at Yukon. Grossman, Joe Grossman. 275. 275 and 75 now 80 and 280 to get 275 going to be 280 to get 280 to get 280 to get 275 80 and 75 going to be 80 now 75 going to be 85 85 85 90 and now 90 you get 90 there going to be 90 to get 290 to get 290 to get 290 poke 285 80 X. Smith ladies, Phil Smith. They are open, guys. Guaranteed open. 275. They're empty. 275.80 and 275.80 and 280.85. Here, group 85, 85, 85, 85, 85. 275.80 and 75. Group 85, group 85, 85, 90. We get 290. We get 290. 85 and 90. There, group 290. We get 95, 95, 95. You get 5, 3 and 95. We get 3 and 95. We get 3 and 95. We get 3. Group 95. We get 3. 95. We get 3. 95. We get 3. Poke 295. 80x. Here's Robert Lee, Dad. Robert Lee's heifers checked open at home. That's why they're here. 250. 255 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255 and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255, 55, 55, 2 1/4 and 225, 30 and 225, we get 225 and 30, we get 230, we get 230, 230 and 25, going to be 30, we get 30, 230, we get 30, we get 30, we get 30, we get 30, now 30, we get 30 here, sold them, 225, Varner, 8. No brag. Here's the Newman cattle, guys. They're 90 days weaned. They're checked open. 285. You get 285 here. You're going to be 85, 85, 85, and 90. And 285 and 90. You're going to get 290. You're going to be 85, 95, 95, 95. You're going to get 95. You're going to get 95. You're going to get 95. And 295. And 95 here. 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 3. You're going to get 3. And 95. You're going to get 3. And 95. You're going to get 3. And 3. Now 5. And 305. And 3 to 5. You're going to get 5, 10. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. 310. 310. And 310. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. 310. Now 15. 310. 15. How? 310. 81. Here's a Holes cattle. 265 and 85 and 265 70 now 270 270 and 270 we get 270 going to be 570 going to be 270 we get 270 and 65 70 we get 270 we get 270 we get 270 and how 70 we get 70 we get 70 here Pokey 265 80x Frag APO 80. A little bit. These cattle weaned 6 months ago, 120, 150 days ago. Blue cattle, guys. Then in Winters, Texas. Be 2 loads of these cattle altogether, steers and heifers. Raise them all. They're forever weaned and checked open. 325. 325 30 and 330 we get 330 now 30 and now 30 now 30 now 30 now 30 325 30 and 25 25 25 25 25 3 1/4 and 325 go 35 30 and now 30 we get 330 we get 30 we get 30 we get 30 we get 30 now 25 you get 30 and now 30 we get 30 we get 30 go to 30 we get 30 here West 325 16. $17 more of the Blues, guys. Bill Blue down there in Winters, Texas. 275 and 275 80 and 75 going to be 275 80 82 82 80 you get 285 85 85 and 90 you get 290 you get 295 you get 95 you get 95 3 and 95 3 now 5 and 305 you get 5 2 and a half 5 you get 5 you get 5 7 and a half 7 and a half 7 and a half 750 and 7 and a half 10 going to be 310 now 310 1250 and 10 12 and a half going to be 10 and 12 and a half 15 and 315 17 and a half 17 and a half 17 and a half 17 20 and 20 23 going to be 20 down 2 and a half going to be 22 and a half going to be 22 and a half 5 and 25 27 and a half 7 and a half 7 and a half going to be 27.50 and a half 30 going to get 332 and a half going to be 2 and a half you get 2 and a half and 332 and a half going to be 332 and a half here bit of a half here going to be 2 and a half got enough rope and 3 2 and a half going to be 2 and a half 332 and a half here Hal 330 81 yard him out the red all the reds. Figured he had enough rope, he could keep on going. He'll have steers later. Probably won't be long. Here's Robert Greenfield's guy down there at Mark, Texas, RG3. Checked open. They're long weaned guys. Condition, 350. 355 and 55 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 355 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 350, 3, hold you get 350 and 350, 3, hold you get 350 and 350, 350, 350, 350, let them go then, 350, 200, 350, 330, 335. 335 and 35, you give out 35, 35, 35, 335 and 335, to get 35, to get 335 here, 3 1/4 and 325, 30, now 35, 335, 335, 40 and 340, to get 340, to get 40, to get 40, to get 40, 340 and 340, to get 40, to get 40, to get 40, now 40 here, going to be 40 here, sold 335, West 16, 335. That Mr. Young up there? Mr. Young's. Okay, there's 52 of them, guys. They're all checked open. Mr. Young. Mr. Old. He had 285. He had 285 here. Going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 90, and 290. 85 and 100. Going to get 290 here, 90. 85 and 100. Going to get 290. Going to be 85. Going to get 290. 85 and 100. Going to get 290. Going to get 290. Going to get 285 and 95. And 95, 95 and 3. Going to get 3. And 95. Going to be 3. Now 5. And 3 5. Going to get 5. Going to get 10. Going to be 3. 10. Going to be 310. And 310. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. 310. 310. 310. And now 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. 310. And now 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Now 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10 here, Varner, 305 on number 74. Here's a Snyder cattle, Dad. Cattle were weaned over 100 days. Here's the Snyders. Be 63 of them. Here's half of them. They're all checked open. Born and raised together, guys. One raising the cattle. Here's some ranch raised cattle, guys, working on the Snyders. Born and raised cattle, they are checked open. Yes, they have. $3 a pound, 3, now 5, and 305, and 3 to 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, now 3, to get 3, now 3, now 5, and 305, to get $5, 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, 305, and 305, and 3 to 5, to get 5. Anybody else now? 305, to get 5, to get 5, 305, and 305, to get 10, and now 10, going to be 7 to hand, 10, going to be 10, band 10, 12 to 5, going to be 10 to 12 to 5, going to be 10, 12, 50, 15, and 3, 17 and a half, and 17, 20, to get 20, 20 and a half, and 22 and a half, 21, and 21, 21, 21, 2, and 21, 2, 3, and 23, to get 3, and 23, to get 3, 4, and 23, now 4, 23, 4, and 23, to get 4, West Shroud, 24, and 25, and 25 here, 25 here, 25, 25, 25, 24, to get 5, and 24 to 5, to get 5, 24, to get 5, 24, 5, and 24 to 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5 here. So 324 West, 16. Make those as 17. Okay. 64 the head of the deep fork cattle. Mike Trees. Be a lot of these cattle guys be a home raised. They've been turned out all summer long. 2 rounds of all the shots. They're sleeved open. Here's a deep fork cattle guys born and raised together. 265, and 65, and 65, and 65, 65, 65, 7 and 7, 67, 50, and 67 and a half, 67 and a half, and 7 and a half, 70, we get 2, 70, we get 2 and a half, 75, and 75, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 80, and 2, 85, 85, 85, 85, 2 and a half, 81, 85, 1, 2, here, 83, 83, 82, 83, 4, 84, 85, here, 84, 5, 84 and a half, here, 85, 85, 85, 84, 85, 84, 85, half 5, 85, 85, 50, 85 and a half, 6, 86 to half here, 87, 87 and a half, $80, 85, 85, 89, 80, 90, and 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, and 91, back to you, 91, and 93, we get 91, 92, we get 92, 91, 2, and 92, 3, and 93, we get 3, and 93, we get 4, and 93, we get 4, and 93, we get 4, 5, and 95, you get 5, 95, we get 5, we get 5, 94, 5, and 94, 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, 94, 95, we get 5, we get 5, 9, so 294, Kyle 2. Thank you, Deep Forks. Here's a Caldwell ladies. Had some yesterday. They were long wean, weren't they? I believe so. Long wean guys. Here's a Caldwell sitting right out here with us. 325, 325, 30, and 25, 30, sleeved open, 25, and 30, and half 30, we get 30, and half 30, and half 30, and half 30, and 330, we get 3, 25, 30, and 25, we get 3, 30, and 25, we get 3, 30, and 25, we get 3, 30, and 25, we get 30, we get 33, 30, and 25, and 3 and a quarter, 325, we get 310, 310, 15, and 310, and 15, going to be 310, going to be 310. Yeah, they're checked open, 310, 310, long wean, as long as a couple sitting right down here, 310. 75 days, 310, 15, 320, 325, 325, 85, 325, 85, 325, 5 here, 325, 85, west, 320, 16. Here's a Gravitz. Long wean cattle guys right there here, $3, 305, and $3 pin, and 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, and half 3, and half 3, you get 3, and half 3, and $3, 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3 here, and 3 here, 275, and 280, and 275, and 285, 85, 85, 90, we get 2, and 90, we get 295, and 95, and 3, we get 3, now 5, go to 305, and 35, we get 5, 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 now $5, 5, we get 5 here, Jason, $3 on 6. Something about them brown crossbred cattle you like. Here's 39 more of the Gravitz. These heifers are checked open. They are nice cattle. I believe he had some steers here a few weeks ago. 285 and 285 there. You're going to be 85 there. You're going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 90 and 90, 85, 90 here, 95 and 95. Going to get 3 and a half. Going to be 305. Going to be 5 and 10. Going to be 10 and 3, 10, 15 and 310, 15 and 10 and 15. Going to get 15. Going to get 15. Going to get 15. Going to get 15. 3, 10, 3, 15 and 3, 10 and 15. Going to get 15. Going to be 10 and 15. Going to be 10, 12 and a half and 10, 12 and a half. Going to be 10, 12 and a half and 10, 12 and a half, 15 and 3, 17 and a half and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 20 and 22 and a half. Going to be 22 and a half. Going to be 22. 50 and 322 and a half. Going to be 22 and a half. Going to be 22 and a half here west. 320, 16. Well, they'll grab it, cattle guys. Checked open. $275 and $275 and $75, $75, $75, $75, $75, $275 and $275, $80 and $280, even get $275, $82, $82, $75, $80 and $280, even get $280, even get $285, $85, $85, $85, $80, $85 here, $82.50, $82 and a half, $82 and a half here, $85 here, $87.50, $87, going to be $87.50 and even get $290 and $2 and a half, even get $2 and a half, going to be $92 and a half, going to be $95 and $95, $95, $97.50 and $97 and a half, $97 of a hand, 97 of a hand, going to be 297.50 and 97 and a half, going to be 97 and a half here, going to be 97 and a half here. Terry, 295.11. Here's a little set of grazers, guys. Thompsons, they're forever weaned. Thompson cattle guys are checked open. Here. 310, 15, and 310 and 15. Going to be 10, 10, 310, 310, and now 10. Going to be 10, 310, 310, and now 10. Going to be $3, and now 3. Going to get 3 and a half, 5, and 3 and a half, 5. Going to get 5, going to get 5, going to get 5, going to get 5, 305, and 305. Going to get 5, going to get 5, going to get 5, 305. Going to get 5, going to get 5, going to get 5, 305, and 3 and a half, 5. Going to get 5, 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 305. Going to get 5. Did you get bit tub? 305, 10. 310, 15, 20, 320, 320, and 20 by 20, going to be 20, going to be 23, 20, so 315, Tubby, 15. Coles, yep. He does handle them right, guys. Here's Cole Thompson. Selling cattle all year long for this man. And they're checked open. $3. 3, now 5, and 3, 5, and 5, now 3, and 3, now 5, and 3, 5, and 5, and 5, and 5, and 5, now 305, and 3, now 5 here, and 5 here, $3, and now 3, now 5, and 3, 5, and 5, now 5, and 10, going to be 10, now 15, 315, 315, 12 and a half, 15, and 15, 15, 15, 15, and 315, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15, and 315, 15, 15, $15, and 15, now 15, 15, 15 here, Tubby, 312 and a half, 15. $250. 255 and 55, 55, 55, 250 and 255, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60 and 255, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 265 and 70, 275, 275, 275 and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 275 and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 55, 55, 55 here, poke 270, 502. Sick Brangus. Go through the Tubby 15s, look for any sick ones. Tubby 15, yard them out, check for any slow ones. he put them together. So yeah, just go through them. Here's BCH cattle, guys. BCH checked open. BCH 275. Got a little cough to him. They're all gonna go. 250. 250 and 50 and 250. You're gonna get 250. You're gonna get 250. You're gonna be 250 and 50 and 50. You're gonna get 250. You're gonna be 250. You're gonna be 250. 250 and 250. You're gonna get 250. You're gonna get 250. You're gonna get 250. You're gonna be 250 and 50 and 50 and 50 here 250. Call George. Call George. Call George. Call George. Get him on the phone. BCH just PO. I think a few need to be. I think they need to be resorted. That's what I think. What better do, guys? 275.80 and 275. Yeah, 275 and 75, 75, 75, 75, 275.80 and 275 here, 75, 75, 75, 275 and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 275 and 275 same way. Put them right on them. No, or Billy didn't come up here today. I don't blame him. He might. Same way. Go put them right on them.
Okay, these go right on to.
I run completely out. I'm out. You're either going to die or die. Don't check them. It is a different deal. Gearhart cattle guys are home raised. 2 rounds of all the shocks are preg checked open. APO, Winters, Texas. 285 and 285 there. You're going to be 85 there. You're going to be 85, 85, 90 and 95 and 95, 95, 93, 95, 3 and 95, going to be 3, 3 and 95, 3, now 5 and 305 and 10 and 310, going to be 10, going to be 10, going to be 10, going to be 10, 310, 310, 310 and now 10, going to be $10 here, now 10, going to be 10 here west. 305, 16. You don't have to touch it. Just look at it. It opens. It is, isn't it? Just go lock the gate. Three ahead of these ladies, guys. Here's the Newmans. Just had 3. They're pretty nice. $3. 305 and $3 and now 3, 3, now 5, now 10 and 310, good to be 10, good to be 10. Long wing guys are open. 310 and 310, 15 and 10 and 15, 15, 15, 15 west. 310, 15, 16. I knew it. Lights on 17. Yep. 275 and 275 and 75 75 75 275 and 275 here 75 75 75 75 75 75 275 80 and 280 280 275 80 and 275 bit of 80 275 good 80 75 good 280 here Varner 275 8
Corner
80 80x what number 74x
Corner 74X. Frag them, and they're guaranteed, and they belong to Chapman. What balance is ready? She'll be back Monday.
she don't say much
She does to me.
oh I don't know about these I think we might need to preg check them yeah send them to the shoot let's get a preg check on these we might get a lot of money for them if they're bred they could bring a lot of money if they're pregnant
We need to send these to the shoot. Right? Yeah. I didn't, but I will. Let me finish this one and I will.
275.80 and 275 275.80 and 275 280 280 275 80 and 280 even get 280 even get 275 280 and 75 go to 280 Terry and 280 even get 280 275 and 75 here 75 75 75 75 250 and 255 and 55 55 55 55 250 and 255 55 55 55 55 250 and 250 even get 250 even get 250 even get 250 2 and a quarter 230 225 230 now 5 40 now 5 245, 245, 5, and 245, 5 here, Terry, 240, 11, 9.
Sent Terry 9 in the ring and offered him.
You want to sell steers? Aborted, 250. Gearhart. 250. 255 and 55 and 55 255 and 55 55 55 55 55 55 55 255 and 55 how about you 255 and 55 55 55 55 60 260 5 75 275 80 5 285 90 and 290 85 and 90 even get 2 90 going to be 85 even get 90 going to be 85 even get 90 going to be 85 even get 90 here West 285 16
I had to do something. Oh, okay. West 16. Yeah, that wasn't yours.
she is well, can't really see that far. Is that what it says? X. Got a mummy inside of her, maybe? X something?
Remember what an X.
Mummy. $2. 210.20 and 210.20 even get 210.20 there you're going to be 210.20 30 and 230.40 even get 240 230.40 and 230.40 even get 40 even get 40 10 40 down 40 here Trevor 230 on number 2 Trevor 2 230
Trevor 2.
Four and 5 months bred is what I saw. 2 out of the 3 is what I saw. James Young. Mr. Young, you want to take him home, Kev him out? Nope. 250. 255 and 55 and 55. You give 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255 and 55 here, 55 here, 55, 55, 2. Which one? Hold your gate. Man wants to sell one. Okay, sell. She is 4 months bred. Sell the small one. She's 4 months bred. 250. 250 and 250 and 250. We get 250. We get 250 here. $2 on the small one. 210, 20, 30, 220, 30, 240, 240, 50, 240, 50. 240, we get 50, and 240, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50 here, Trevor. 240 on number 2, 240, Trevor 2.
Trevor 2 on the small one. I got the other big one. Okay, we'll take it right now. You want it back? Yeah. Yep.
I think you're doing a good job. Four and 5 months bred. 250. 255 and 55 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 255 and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Want to do it? 255. So 250, Varner. 127.
Varner 127.
More the gear hearts are 3 to 5 months. 250. 255 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255 and 55 here, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, Trevor Jabid, 255 and 55, 55, 60 and 260, 260, 255, 60 and 260, we're going to get 260, going to be 5, going to be 260, Trevor, 255, 2. Charles Schneider. Yes, sir. Three and 4 months. 250. 250, 60, and 250, 60, and 255, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255, and 55 here, side 5, and 55, 5 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, and 55 here, 5 here, Trevor, 250 on 2.
Trevor 2.
2 more. Two aborts. 250. 250, 60, and 250, 60, you're going to get 250, 60, you're going to 70, and 275, 75, 80, and 285, 85, 85, 85, 90, you're going to get 290, you're going to get 295, and 95, 95, 95, you're going to get 95, 93, 95, you're going to get 3, and 95, you're going to get 3, and 95, 3, you're going to get 3, you're going to get 3, 3, 95, you're going to get 3 here, Terry, 295, 11. On going, but I don't think we can make it work. It's just, gosh dang, we got so much every week. This is Allen, Lewis Allen, 3 months bred. Nice efforts. 3 months bred, yep. 250. 255, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255, and 55, 60, 55, and 70, we get 270, we get 270, we're going to be 570, and 270, we get 270, we get 270, we get 270, Trevor, 265, 2.
That's Trevor 2.
Two aborted, 250. 255, 55 here, 55, 65, and to get about 70, we get 270, 70, 275, and 75, 275, 275, 80, and now 80, now 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85 here, 85, 85 here, 85 here, Terry, 280, 11.
Terry, 11.
4 months bred, 250. 255, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 2 and 4 months bred. I got 50, now 5, 255, 55 here, 255, and 55 here, 55, Pokey, 250 on number. 129.
Corner 129.
Bring the yellow one back.
Out the yellow.
Put the black one on 129. Bring the yellow one back. She is. Do you see her tag? 6 months. $2. 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 240, 50, 240, you're going to get 50, 250, 60, 250, 60. McGee, 250.
That's a McGee.
Three months. 250. 255, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 65, and 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, you got Trevor, 265, and 65, and 65, 65, 65, 65, 55, 55, here, Poke, 260, 68.
That barner is 68.
Get her yard outs, Dad.
And then I'm going to take your yard out. So this one goes out. Then we're gonna-
Thompson, off Tubby, 15. Yep, $2. 210. 210 and 210, but with 10 and 210, 210, 210, 210, 20 and 220, 30 and 230, we get 220, 30, we get 230, 40 and 240, 50, we get 250, 240, 50 and a half, 40, we get 50, 40, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, Ricardo, 240.
The Ricardo.
Here's another one, $2. 210 and 210, 20 and 220, and you get 10, 20, 30 and 220, 30, 220, 30, 220, 30 and 20, we get 30, going to be 20, we get 30, going to be 20, we get 30, going to be 20, we get 30, sold, 220, Ricardo.
Ricardo, same way.
Yeah, you ought to be proud of that crew. Got a fucking communist, a couple other crazy women.
Hey.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
Okay.
She goes to 8. Okay. Might need a case of. Need to get a case of towels. Wipe up the blood. Isn't that ridiculous? So I could watch for him. Bought one head. Reds. Sell them. To who? 265. 260, and 275, and 75, 82, 85, 85, 85, 90, 2, 95, and 95, and 3, 3, and 93, now 5, and now 10, go to be 10, go to be 10, go to be 10, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, West, 305, 17. About more than I thought.
Okay. Now, your way.
It's your turn, guys. Here's a Dobson cattle for Maysville. 120 days on the winning date. Here's a nice set of steers. 325, and 325, and 25, 25, 30, and 30, and 35, and 35, 40, even to get 3, 40, even to get 3, 45, and 345, 50, even to get 3, 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 355, and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, you get 5, 55, even to get 5, 55, even to get 5 here, Jason, 350 on 77. Lewis Allen. Lewis Allen. I don't know. We had some efforts earlier. 60 days wean. It shows it. 335, 40, and 35, 40, and 340, we get 335, and 335, 40, we get 340, 40, 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, 340, and 5, and 45, 45, 50, and 55, 55, 55, 55, you get 5, 55, we get 5, 55, we get 5, 355, and 55 here, 5, 3, we get 55, 5 here, 5, 3, we get 55 here, Barnhart, 350 on number 37. Virginia Petty's good steers. 3 1/4, 325, and 325, and 25, 25, 25, 3 1/4, and 325 here, 5 here, 3 1/4, and 325 here, $3. Now 5, and 3 now 5 here, 5 and 10, 310, 15, 315, 20, and 325, and 25, 25, 25, 20, 30, and 330, we get 330, we get 325, 30, and 25, we get 30, now 30, we get 30, now 30, now 30, now 2 and a half, now 37 and a half, 30, now 30, 330 out up here. 330, took it at 27 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 32 and a half, 32.50, 32 and a half, and 32 and a half, going to be 2 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 and a car yacht. Now 5, 335. Harriman, 332 and a half. See ya. Go pee. Fight cattle. Here's the fikes. We did cattle way back in August.
Hey, nice cattle now. Take a look.
Yes, they are. Here. $3. 3, now 5, and 3, 5, and 3 to 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, 305, and now 5, you get 5 here, 305, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, 305, and now 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, 305, and 3 and a half, 5 here, 305, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5 here, T, $3, 78. Leonard cattle from Weatherford. Ellen Leonard. $310, $310, 15, and $310 and 15, and $310 and 50, we get 15, 10 and 15, $310, 15, $310, 15, $310, 15, and $350, 20, and $325, and 20, 30, we get $335, and $35, $35, $35, $35, $335, and $335, now 5 here, $35, $35, $35, $35, $35, $35, now $335, and $40, and $40, now 40, you get $40, now 7.5, and $337 and a half, 7.5, $337 and a half here, Hayes, $335, 75. Okay, hang on. Mr. Romer, could I have you scoot down here just for during the thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Here's the Jones cattle, guys. Right there, you're going to be Jacob Jones steers. All right, right there, here, 285 and 285, 85 and 90, 85 and 90, 80, 90, 95, and 95 and 3, 3, and 95, 3, 2.5, 5, and 3.5, and 7.5, 7.5, 7.50, and 9, 10, going to be 3, 10, going to be 10, 12, going to be 10, 12, 15, and 315, 17 and a half, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, and 20, 23, 320, half 1, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2, and 21, 2, 21, 2, and now 2, 3, and 23, 23, 24, 24, you get 4, 5, and 25, going to be 25, 600, and 25, 6, 7, and 27, going to be 27, going to be 20, going to be 9, going to be 9, 30, and now 31, and 30 here, 31, 32, 31, 2, 3, and 33, we get 33, we get 34, you get 35, and 35 here, 6, and 36, 7, and 37, we get 37, we get 37, we get 37, and now 7 here, 37, 37, 37, going to be 7, we get 7 here, going to be 7 here, going to be 7, sold, 336, Hal, 90. Here's the Marshall Schmidt cattle down there at Cement. Win September the 1st. That's one right there, here, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, go to be 10, and 12 and a half, go to be 10, 310, 310, 310, 310, and 310, and 310, bit of a 10, 310, 310, 310, 1250, and 310, and 12 and a half, go to be 10, 12 and a half, go to be 10, 12 and a half, go to be 10, 12 and a half, go to be 3, 1250, and 312 and a half, win September the 1st. 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, and 10, 12 and a half here, 15, and 15, half, 15, 15, 15, 17 and a half, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, half, 17, and 17 and a half, going to be 17 and a half, 17 and a half, going to be 17 and a half here, Varner, 315, 69. Chapman cattle guys from Holdenville. Our old yearlings. 60 days and 3 rounds. 60 days, 3 rounds. I do look longer. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 10, 12, 50, 310, 12 and a half, going to be 10, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 17, 23 and a half, 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, going to be 22, 50, and 20, 2 and a half, going to be 20, 2 and a half, going to be 22, 50, and 22 and a half here, bit of a half here, going to be 20, 2 and a half, going to be 25, and 25, 25, 23, 23, 23, 23, 4, and 24, you get 4, 24, you get 4, and 23, you get 4, going to be 23, you get 4, and 23, you get 4, 23, 4, and 23 and a half, 4, and 23, we get 4, we get 4 here, so 323 T 83. That one right there belongs on that last draft. I think we had the right head count and the weight. That steer goes on that last draft, T83. But you had them weighed. You had the right head count. Yeah, 20, right? Yeah, you had them weighed. But he opened the gate. You opened the damn gate.
No, they opened the gate first. Okay, come on, let's go.
Yes, it should be 20 head, but he opened the gate and that one slipped out. But we already had him weighed.
The 21 makes that one.
Should
That
be
one makes 21. Right. Yeah. The card said 21. Yeah. Well, God damn it, we're doing the freaking head count now, right?
How many's out there?
The one got out anyway. Okay, settle these. Let's go.
All right, so these cattle guys. Here's these cattle from. I need to count them every time they go past those guys. Every time they go by that window, they need to count them. Gearhart cattle guys are home raised from Winters, Texas. 2 rounds of shots and they're 45 days weaned. Yes, sir. Here, 310, 1250, 310, 12 and a half here, 10, 12 and a 10, 12 and a going to be 10 and 12 and a going to be 10 and 12 and a going to be 10 and 12 and a going to be 10, 12, 50, and 310, 12 and a half here, going to be 10, 310, $3, down 5, and 3, 5, going to 5, going to 3, and half 3, going to 3, going to 3, going to be 3 and half 5, going to be 5, going to 305, and 3 and half 5 here, 5, going to 5, 305, and 3 and 5 here, and 5, going to 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 5, and 3 whole 5 here, 5, going to 5, going to 5, going to 5, and 5 here, Varner, $3, 7. We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Okay, give me all, maybe. This one's supposed to be a team. Right here.
Well, we don't know that.
Right here. They got weight, they got out.
He got weighed,
Yeah, and they got out.
Okay.
so he was weighed.
He was
Okay, here's the
How the
20.
hell did that happen?
The gate don't work and right, they open it.
This is your 20th rib right here.
The gate got open and one slipped out, but they were
He was
already weighed.
already
Yeah,
weighed.
he was already
This
weighed.
one was already weighed.
So he just needs to go on T83, and there's 20 head.
He needs to go on.
Yeah. They counted 19.
Okay, so this one goes on with that T.
83. Yep.
But then he slipped out once you weighed him.
Slipped out the same gate.
Yeah.
The gate work, see?
Yeah, we're gonna put Gary Reed back in that room.
More than Gary Hart County guys down at Winters, Texas. 275, yeah, 275, 75, 75, 75, 275, and 275, 780, 85, 85, 85, 92, 95, and 95, 3, 3, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, 5, and 305, and 3 to 5, 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 10, and 310, 310, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, and 15, 17 and a half, 17, 20, and now 20, 2 and a half, 25, and 27 and a half, 30, 32 and a half, 35, and 35, 37 and a half, 40, and 3, 40, 3, 40, 40 and a half, 40, and 340, 40, 40 here, T. 337 and a half, 78.
T78.
Hoare cattle, Scott Hoare, Greenfield. There are nice cattle cats right there, here, long wean right there, 335, 40, and 335, 40, and 340, and 40, and 35, 40, 40, 340, and 35, 40, 340, 335, 40, and 335, 35, 335, and 335, here, 5, 3 and a quarter, 325, 30, and 25, 330, and 25, and 25, and 325 here, 5 here, 325, 3 and a quarter, and 325 here, $3. 305 and 35, 305 and 3 and a half, 5 here, 10, 310, 310, 15, 20, and 320, could be 20, 20, and 320, 320, 3, 15, 20, and 20, 23, could be 20, could be 20, could be 20, could be 20, could be 20 here, Tubby, 315, 65.
Tubby 65.
More of the Scott Hoare cattle guys from Greenfield, $3. 3 and a half, 5, and 3 and a half, 5 here, 5, 305, and 3 and a half here, outside 5, 10, 310, 310, 15, 20, and 320, 2 and a half, 5, and 25 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 3, 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 37 and 37 to 40, and half, 40, 40, 40, 40, 340, and 340, 40, 40, 40, 340, and 340, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 here, Hayes, 337 and a half, 75.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the gate got about switch, man. I'm running that switch.
I got it on my list.
Put it on your list.
On my list.
Even it's pretty dangerous to someone get behind and then the guy go in and squeeze it. Big boy, big boy.
$3. 2 and a half, 3 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 3, and half, 2 and a half, 250, and 3 2 and a half, 2. Who's are these fellas? Mike Crowley's. Yeah, they be old units here. $3. 2 and a half, 3 5, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 17, 20, 20, 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 5, 25, 7 and a half, 27 and a half, 30, 332 and a half, 35, 335, 335. How? 332 and a half, 90. Go handy weight heifers. Got a couple drafts of heifers. Goat head. Goat head. from Sayre. Weaned August the 10th, 350. Nice effort. Where'd West go? 90 days weaned. You got West on the phone? 350. 355. 55, 55, 55, 355. Win them back in August, guys. 355, 55 here, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 355, and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 360, 360, 55, 60. Varner, 355, 48, X Preg. I was just seeing if I was reading that right.
There's some more of them.
All the cattle guys from out there at Sayre, they're weaned August.
Nice cattle.
Nice cattle, Mr. Goathead. That's right. All right there here, $3. Now $5. And $3 now $5. $3 now $5. And $3 now $5 here. $3. $305. And $3 now $5 here. $5. $310. And $310. 7.5. And 7.5. 10. Good to be 10. Good to be 10. 310. 310. 310. 310. And now 10. Good to be 10. Good to be 10. Now 10. 310. 310. Weaned them in August. 310. 3 7.5. 10. You're out, Tom. Now 10. 310. 12.5. 3 12.5. 15. 17.5. 17.5. 20. 322.5, 322.5, 5, 327.5, 327 to 30, and half 30, we get 250, and 32.5, we get 2.5, going to be 332.5, 5, and 335, and 335, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 335, 332.5, Varner, 332.5, Varner, 74X. Bring the two reds back.
Okay, I need to bring the two reds back. For Border 74X, Pregum, and they're guaranteed. And then the discount.
Heifer market's getting higher. Huh? Goat head. No.
Okay, count's right.
I mean, he's done for a minute.
Do I have time? Got it.
I think yesterday I got to go back, but I think I put 10-4 on our day. I know, it bothers me. Fryer. Thomas Fryer. Frederick. Yep, them Fryer cattle from Frederick. They're always nice. They're always nice, guys. And they're long old yearlings. You raise every one of them. 320, half 5, and 325, and 325, and 25, 27, and 90 days wean, 325, 30, and 35, 30, half 5, you give 30, and 25, 35, 35, 35, half 40, and 345, and 45, 2.5, and 42, going to be 40, we get 2.5, going to be 40, we get 2.5, going to be 2.5, we get 5, and 45, 47, 47, 47, 50, and 350, 350, and 350, we get 350, we get 350, we get 350, we get 350, where's that $4 man? 350, and 350, and 350, we get 350, we get 350, we get 350 here. Hayes, 340, 7.5, 75, just 7.
Okay, 7.
Or. These 16 more of these cattle guys are over 90 days weaned down at Frederick.
Right kind, man.
320, 2.5, and 322 and a half here, half and a half here, going to be 22 and a half, and 322 and a half here, 320 and 20, and 320, going to get 320, going to be 20, 310, and 310, 12 and a half, going to be 310, 310, 310, 310, 12, 50, and 15, and 15, 7, 8 and a half, and 20, and 320, going to be 20, and 1, 21, 21, 21, and 321 here, 1, 2, 3, going to get 3, 4, and 24, 5 here, 25, 25, you get 5, 6, and 26, 7 here, 27, $8, and 27, 9, going to get 9, going to be 9, 9, 28, 9, and 20 here, going to be 9, 20 here, going to be 9, 20, 9, and 20 here, going to be 9, 9, going to be 9, 9 here, so 328 T, 78.
T78.
Thank you to the Friars. Here's Turner's. Yeah, Mr. Turner's sitting right up there. 60 days and 2 rounds are all on one raising, guys. Here's Dennis's.
60 days wean.
350. 355, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 355, 60, and 360 there, going to be 360, and 355, 60 there, going to be 365, and 70, going to get 370, going to get 375, and 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, and 375, 75, 75, 75, 75, 375, and 375, 75, 75, 75 here, Hayes, 370 on 6. I don't know. Well, he does raise good cattle. Really nice cattle, Dennis. 60 days, 2 rounds of all their shots done right. 310, 310, 1250, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, go to 310, and 310, go to 310, 310, 310, 1250, and 310, 12 and a half, 15, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, we get 320, now 2 and a half, go to 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, 2250, and 322 and a half, here, go to 2250, and 320, we get 2 and a half, go to 20, we get 2 and a half, go to 20, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 25, and 23, 5, and 23, we get 7, and 27, go to 29, 27, 9, 27, and 9, and 27, go to 9, 27, good to be 9, good to be 9, 27, good to be 9, 3, good to be 9, good to be 9. So 327 T, 73. Dennis, thank you. Here's a Martin cattle, guys. Frisco, Texas. Weaned them back in September. Guess that's 60 days ago with it. All right, right there, here, 310, and 310, and 310, 12 and a half, and 310, 12 and a half, go to be 10, 12 and a half, go to be 10, 12 and a half, go to be 10, 12 and a half, go to be 310, and 310, $3, now 5, and 395, now 10, go to be 10, 310, 310, 305, 310, 15, and 20, and 325, 25, 25, 25, 25, 22 and a half, 5, and 25, 750, and 7 and a half, 30, we get 3, 30, we get 3, 30, we get 3, 30, and half, 30, we get 30, we get 30, and half, 30, we get 30, go to be 30, we get 30 T, 327 and a half, 73. Thank you to the Martin family. Here's the Newmans. Taylor Newman, 90 days on these cattle. Newman guys are 90-plus days on the winning date, 2 rounds of all their shots. 325, and 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 27, and 25, 27, 50, and 27 and a half, here, half and a half, going to be 20, going to be 7 and a half, going to be 20, going to be 750, and half 7 and a half, and 27, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, half 30, and half 30, going to get 3, 30, going to get 3, 32, 50, and 30, now 2 and a half, 5, and 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and 40, and 3, 40, going to get 42 and a half, going to be 40, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 42, 50, and 41, and 43, going to get 45, going to get 45, going to get 45, going to get 41, 41, 41, 41, 41 here. T, 340, 73, 340. Thank you, Newmans. RG3. Weaned forever, guys. All summer. Here's Robert Greenfield down there at Martin, Texas. 2 drafts. These cattle, guys. Long, long wean, guys. Robert Greenfield. Oops, sorry. All right, right there, 330, now 5. At 335, Grazers here, 340. At 340, 45, 45, 45, 50. And 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60. And 360, 55, 60 there. Going to be 360. And 355, 60 there. Going to be 360. And 55, 60, 60, now 60 here. Hayes, 355 on 6. Here's more of the Greenfield guys. Went all summer long. Love the condition. 320. 322 and a half, and 322 and a half here, half here, 22 and a half, 5, and 25, 27 and 27 and going to be 330, and then 30, we get 30, then 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 35, 35, 35, 37 and 37 and 30, 40, and 340, we get 40, going to be 9, and 39, 39, 39, 40, we get 40, and 41, and 41, you get 41, 2, 1, 2, 3, you get 42, we get 3, 44, and 44, 44, 45, 45, you get 5, 600, and 46, 7 here, 47, 47, 8, 48, now $40, and 47, going to be 40, hey, going to be 47, going to be 48, and 47, going to be 47, going to be 48 here, Hayes, 347, 75, just 7. Thank you, Robert. Here's a Halls cattle right there. Going to be Patrick Halls, 90 plus on these winning date. $3.10, $3.10, 15, and 310, good to 10, good to 10, 310, 310, $3 half 5, and 3 and half 5 here, 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, 305, and 3 whole 5 here, 5 and half 5 here, 5 and 10, 310, 310, and down 10, good to 10, good to 10, good to 10, good to 10, 310, and 310, and 310, how, what about you, 310, 15, 15, 20, and 320, and 15, 20, 17 and a half, Tom, 17, 20, and 320, we get 3, 22 and a half, and 4, 5, and 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 730, and 330, we get 332 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 5, and 335, and 335, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35 here, T, 332 and a half, 78. 27 more of the Halls, or 90 plus days on the weaning. 27. 90 plus days, 2 rounds. Big old framey cattle. $310, $310, $310, $12.50, and $310, $12 and a half here, between $12.50, and $310, $12 going to be $10, $12 going to be $10, $12 $10, $12 going to be $310, $12.50, and $310, $12 and a half here, $10, $12 going to be $10, $12 going to be $10, $12 $15 and half 15, and 317 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 20, and 320, we get 322 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 5, and 25 here, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, we get 330, we get 330, now 1, and 32, 31, 2, 31, 2, 3, and 33, we get 34, we get 5, and 35, 34, 5, and 34 to 5, we get 34 to 5, we get 34, we get 5, and 34 to 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, here, how? 334, 90. And hurt. Little crosses, $3. $3.03, and 3, we get 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 $3, and 3, now 5, and 3 to 5 here, 5, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, now 3, and 3 by 3, we get 3, we get 3, 275, 80, and 275, go to 275, 280, and 75, go to 285, 85, 85, 90, 95, and 95, and 95, and 95, W out, 295, 3, and 95, 305, and 310, go to 310, go to 310, go to 510, 310, and 310, go to 10, go to 10, go to 10, go to 10, 310, 310, 310, Tubby, 305, 8. 305 W8. Kindness goes a long way sometimes. Here's old Lucan House. Here's a load of these steers. There's some old yearlings. Monster guys be 72. Monster. Looking house. They generally do what? They do have lots of friends most of the time.
36 and 72. And I want to get a good count going.
Yeah, they will, won't they? These guys handle nice cattle.
I wish you'd have done some of this today.
Does Gravit have steers here too? Yep. Big old frame, guys. Here's looking house steers. 72. Big old load. Can you get these on one load?
Must have.
Jeez.
72.
320, 2.5, and 322 and a half here, and a half here, 22.50, and 20, 2 and a half, 20, 2 and a half, 20, and 2 and a half, and 1, and 21, and 321 here, 21, 21, 21, 21, and 321 here, 310, and 310, 12.50, and 10, 12, going to be 10, 12, going to be 10, 12, going to be 310, 12.50, and 17 and a half, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 15, and 15, 17 and a half, 17, 20, and 320, going to be 20, going to be 21, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2, 1, 2, 22, 3, and 23, 3, and 20, half 3, and 23, 3, and 23, 50, and 23 and a half, 23 and a half, 24 here, 24, 24 and a half, and 24 and a half, going to be 24 and a half, 5, and 25 here, 25, 50, and 25 and a half, going to be 25 and a half, going to be 25 and a half, going to be 25, 50, it's 25 and a half, now 6, and 26 under here, 5 and a half, going to be 26 and a half, and 26 and a half here, half and a half, going to be 26, 50, it's 26 and a half here, half and a half, going to be 26 and a half, and 26 and a half here, T, 326 on 76, thank you guys. 73. Schneiders. Home raised cattle, guys. Be a load of these cattle. 67 head of the Schneiders. One raising the cattle. Triple digits on the weaning. How many's in here? They say.
Outside on 33 at 67.
All born and raised together, gentlemen. Triple digits on the weaning. Yeah, go 35. You want to count them across, Antone? Try to.
You got a good count on your Schneider steer. We're coming up one long. I don't think there's okay.
35.
Wilder than shit. Okay. All right.
And there's 35 in here, too.
So
Sell them. Okay. $3.10, at 310, at 310, 12.50, at 310, 12 and a half here, 10, 12 to 5, 310, 310, 310, at 310, 12.50, at 310, 12 and a half here, 10, 12 to 5, 15, at 350, 15, 15, has 17 and a half, 17, 20, and 20, 20 there, going to be 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 5, and 25 here, 25, 27 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 to 30, and half 30, we get 3, 30, we get 3, 32, 50, and 31, and 331, we get 31, we get 31, 331, and 331 here, 1 here, going to be 331, and 331 here, 2, 1, 2, going to be 332, and 332, 3, and 33, we get 33, we get 33, we get 32, now 3, and 33, 33, 33, 33, 3, and 33, we get 33, we get 33, we get 34, and 33, we get 4, 33, we get 4, 33, we get 4, 33, we get 4, 33, 4, 5, and 335, and 335, and 335, you get 5 here, 35 here, 35 here, T, 334, 73. Thank you, Schneiders. Here's Harvey's. Kind of like what he did yesterday. Get a load of these cattle guys. A toka. Probably not. If you were here watching him buy them good black cattle yesterday, you see why he starts with a good one. What is that? Do you know that Hogan's name? Not Harvey, but the guy that was here yesterday buying? No, didn't catch it.
Oh, nice load.
Nice load of cattle, guys. It's Hogan. Reputation. 310, at 310, 12.50, at 10, 12 and a half here, 10, 12 and a half, at 10, 12 and a half, going to be 10, 12 and a half, 15, at 350, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, at 320, going to be 20, we get 320, then 20, and 20, then 20, now 320, at 17 and a half, going to be 320, we get 320, we get 320, and now 20, we get 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, whatever the 1, 21, and 21, 2, going to be 21, 2, 3, and 23, we get 3, and 23, we get 4, and 23, we get 4, now 5, and 25, 6, and 26, 7, and 27, going to be 27, now $8, and 27, going to be 20, we get 9, and 29 here, 9 here, now 9, 30, and now 31, and 32, 32, 31, 2, 31, 2, and 32, 1, 2, 31, 2, 32, and 32, 1, 2, 2, so 331, Hal 90. Thank you, Harvey. Let's go to Enid. Here's Dale's. Be a pot load of these cattle guys. Gonna be 56 of them. One smooth load.
You know anything about those?
All right, gentlemen, here's Dale's good old big steers. Mr. Gravitt, got your main man with you today, don't you? Heck yeah. Gravitt. I don't know his first name. Gravitt. Yep, you're on deck. Be just a minute. Here's the big steers, guys. Got a big old load, 275, and 275, 750, and 77 a hand, 75, 77 a hand, 275, and 277 a hand, 280, and 280, 75, 80, and 280, we get 280, we get 275, 80, and 280, and 75, go to 280, we get 280, go to 280, we get 275, 80, 80, and 280, 275, go to 280, 87 and a half, 80, 87 and a half, go to 280, and 280 down, 281, 81, 82, 83, 83, 84, 84, 104 here, 85, 85 here, 86 here, 86 on her, 86 7, 87 here, 88 here, now 8 on her, 88 and 9, 89 here, 89, group 289, and 289 and 90, and down 100 you get down there, group 290, and down 100 we get 290, we get 290, group 89, we get 90, 89, 90 there, 89, we get 90, group 90, we get 90 here, Tom, 289, put up a number 93, T, 93, hard him out. Check for a blind red baldy. Eyes are funky. Dell, thank you. Here's them Gravitt cattle. Had them good heifers earlier. Be 2 drives to the Gravitts. Sitting right out here with us today. Nice cattle, Mr. Gravitt.
Light yearlings now. Help yourself.
All right, right there, here, 310, at 310, at 310, 1250, at 310, at 12 to 5, group 10, 12 to 5, group 10, and 12 to 5, group 10, and 12 to 5, group 310, 1250, at 310, at 310, 12 to 5, group 10, 12 to 5, group 10, 12 to 5, group 310, 12 and a half, group 10, 1250, at 310, 1250, at 310, 12 and a half, here, 12 to 5. How long wean, Mr. Gravitt? Over 100 days. Thank you. 310, 12 and a half, 15. $15, 17 and a half, and 20, and 320, we get 2 and a half, group 22 and a half, 5, and 25, 27 and a half, now 30, and now 30, we get 2 and a half, group 2 and a half, group 2 and a half, we get 5, and 3, 35, 37 of a hand, 37 of a hand, 37 of a now 40, and 340, and 340, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, now 40, and 40, 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, now 40, now 40, you get 40, now 40 here, T, 337 and a half, 73. 328, didn't they? 331. There were 32 in the first draft.
7 of them. Instead of 68.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, here's a big end. Here's a big end. 310, 310, and $3.10. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 to 5, go to 10 and 12 to 5, go to 10 and 12 to 5, go to 10 and 12 to 5, go to 10, 12, 50, and 310, and 310, 12 and a half, now 15, 17 and a half, 17, 20, and 20, 20, now 20, and 320, now 1, 21, 21, 21, now 1, and 321, here, now 2, and 22, 22, 23, 23, 23, you get 3, 4, and 23, we get 4, 23, we get 4, go to 23, we get 4, and 23, we get 4, and 23, 24, 23, now 4, and 23, we get 4, go to 23, now 4, here, go to 23, we get 4, 23, we get 4, 23, we get 4, T, 323, 73. Mr. Gravitt? 73. Thanks, sir. Here's Blues. Here's a blue cattle guy down at Winters, Texas. Bill Blue, guys. Weaned forever, guys. Way back in the early summer. 6 months wean. Give them 2 rounds of shots. Raised them all, guys. Been on the grass all summer and fall. There you nice cattle, Bill. Nice cattle. Turn these cattle back. You got some wheat ready. Ideals. 325. Yeah, 25 and 27 and a half, 27 and 27 and 27 and 27 50. Yeah, 27 and a half here now, 7 and 7 and 7 and going to be 27 and going to be 27 and going to be 27 and now 30 and 30 and 30 30 going to get 30 go to 30 and 30 that 2 and a half going to be 2 and a half going to be 2 and a half 5 and 35 35 37 and 37 and 40 and 3 40 going to get 40 now 42 and a half and 2 and a half 5 and 45 45 45 43 5 and 45 7 47 6 7 and 47 of 8 47 of 8 7 of 8 7 of 8 49 and now 9 50 and 3 50 we get 50 now 53 51 and 51 2 1 2 3 we get 53 we get 52 3 and 52 and a half 3 and 53 we get 53 we get 53 we get 53 we get 53 52 53 Hayes 352 7. $48 more of the Blues. Bill Ballou, Winters, Texas. Over 6 months on the weaning. 2 rounds of everything. Nice set of steers, Bill. Conditions just right. Just excellent. 320, 2 and a half, and 322 and a half, and 2250, and 320, we get 2 and a half, going to be 20, we get 2 and a half, going to be 20, we get 2 and a half, 320, and 320, and 320, going to be 20, we get 20, going to 320, 320, 320, 320, and now 20, we get 310, 310, 1250, and 310, 12 and a half, going to be 10, 12 and a half, going to be 10, 12 and a half, 15, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, and 20, and 320, going to be 20, 320, and 320, going to be 20, going to be 20, 320, going to be 23, 20, now 1, and 21, 21, 21, now 1, now half 1, and 21, 21, 21, 21, now 1, and 321, and 321 here, and 21 here, 21 2, and 21 2, going to be 21 and a half 2, and 22 going to be 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, going to be 22 50 and a half 3, and 23 going to be 3, and 23 50, and 23 and a half, 23 and a half 4, and 24 24 and a half, going to be 24 and a half, going to be 24, you give half 5, and 25 25 25 25 25, you give 5, 25 you give 5, 25 you give Tom, and 25 50, and 25 and a half, going to be 25 and a half, going to be 25 50, and 25 50, 25 and a half here, going to be 5 and a half, going to be 25 and a half, going to be 25, going to be half, 25, going to be half. Varner, 325, 89, 79. 325, Varner, 79. Thank you, Bill. Let's go to Detroit. Ibar cattle from Detroit. Another condition set of cattle. 322 and a half, yeah, 322 and a half here, 320, we get 2 and a half, going to be 20, we get 2 and a half, going to be 20, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 25, and 25, 27 and 27 and 27 and 30, we get 3, 32 and a half, and 30, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 3, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, now 5, and 3, 35, we get 35, 37, 50, and 3, 37 and a half, 40, and 3, 40, we get 3, 40, we get 3, 40, we get 3, 40, and 40, 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 42 and a half, and 42, 50, what about the 1, 41, and 40 now 2, and 42, 1, 2, 42, going to be 2, 3, and 43, we get 3, and 43, 4, and 44, 45, and 45 here, 44 and 5, 600, and 45, 46 here, 45, 46, and 45, 46 here, 45, going to be 600, and 45, 46 here, 45, going to be 6. Terry, 345, 6. Yeah, sure, for sure. Let's go to Gatesville. Upside down JC brand reputation. Here's Charlie Graham.
One load this week.
Just one load?
Yeah, he's going to test the market.
Probably glad I just sent one.
We'll be closing the gate.
Get ready, Poke. We got a treat for you. We're treating today. Here after a while.
Here's a nice little cheers, man.
All right, Graham time right there, here, 320, 2.5, and 20, 250, and 20, 2.5, good 20, 2.5, good 20, 250, and 320, and 320, 20, and 20, 250, and 20, 2.5, good 20, 2.5, good 20, 2.5. Yearlings here, guys, 320, 250, and 20, 2.5, good 20, 2.5, good 21, and 21, and 21, 21. I'm going, guys, 321, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 321, and 321, here, 21, 21, 21, 321, and 321, here, 21, 21, 21, 21, good 21, going to be one. Barnhart 320, 44, 43. All them little belted Galloway cows are all bred. I can't hardly wait. Today. Boss man don't want to hold them around. Freeze on Sunday. Here's them Jordan guys. Love these cattle right off the grass. Mason, Texas.
2 loads of them.
I love these cattle every week. Be 97 here, 25 right behind them. Yeah, I remember Hal got them. I love these cattle every week. Every time they ship. Future gritters. Got lots of flank and rib. Good cattle, guys. 320, 2.5, and 325, and 325, and 730, and 30, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32.50, and 35, 35, 37, and 37 to 40, we get 3, 42 and a half, good to be 2.5, 42.50, and 40, we get 2 and a half, good to be 40, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 45, 45, 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 6, 7, and 47, 48, here, 9, we get 9, good to be 9, we get 9, good to be 9, 50, and 350, and 50, half 1, and 50, 51, here, 2, 1, 2, 3, we get 53, we get 53, we get 52, 3, 4, and 54, 5, and 55 here, 55, 6, and 56, 7, we get 57, we get 57, we get $58, and 57, 9, good to be 9, we get 9, good to be 9, good to be 9, 15 hide, and 9 here, we get 9, good to be 58 hide, and 50 here, good to be 9, 9, 50 here, been hide, and 50 here, good to be 9, we get 9, good to be 50 here, 9 here, Hayes, 358 on 7.
More of them.
25 more of the Jordans. $310, 12.50, and $310, 12 and a half, $310, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 12 and a half, good to be $310, 12.50, and $310, 12 and a half, here, 10, 12 and a half, 15, and 17 and a half, 17 and 20, and 3, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, and half 3, and 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 25, 6 here, and 25, good to be 6, 7, and 27, good to be 20, hey, now, 27, hey, now 9, and now 9, jigga 9, 30, and now 30, we get 31, and 30 here, 32, 32, 31, 2, 3, and 33, we get 34, we get 34, we get 33, 4, and 33, 34 here, 33, 34, and 33, we get 34, we get 34, we get 45, and 35, 35, 36, and 36, 7, we get 37, 38, 38, and 37 of 8, we get 37 of 8, T, 337, 78. Thank you guys, Jordans. Paul Burt. Be 5 pot loads of these cattle, guys. Here's Paul Burt, Lake Creek, Texas.
What, they got condition.
Condition, weights, be in the buyer's favor. I'm going to see you 47 and then 204. 47, good green cattle. All right, there's the B, 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 322, 50, and 320, we get 2 and a half, going to be 20, we get 2 and a half, going to be 20, we get 2 and a half, going to be 22, 50, and 22 and a half, here, 21, 21, 21, 21, and 321, and 20, outside 1, and 10, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 1, and 21, here, 1, here, 1, I'm going, 21, 2, and 21, 2, 21, 2, 21, 2, 21, 2, and 22, we get 2, 21, bit 2, and 22, we get 3, and 23, and 22, we get 3, 23, we get 3, 23, we get 4, and 24, 24, 23, we get 4, 23, we get 4, 23, we get 4, 5, and now 5, and 25, 6, here, 25, 600, and 25, going to be 2600, here, 25, going to be 26, here, 25, going to be 6, T, 325, 73. Small red. What was the second one, Tom? Non-doer black. Okay. Here's a big deal today. Get you 204. Paul Burt. 204. Going to have them on 4 weigh-ins.
Okay, got a split draft outside on 51 and 204.
We go Hal.
Yeah, you guys want a big, good, big 9-weight steer? We got them.
Green is gold.
You tired, Mike? That Mike. You tired? If you go to bed when the sun goes down, you get enough rest. Then you're up every 2 hours peeing. They'll do their part, won't they? That's cattle, Paul. We'll run out of these big ones.
Hey, outside on 51 more.
These big old steers will feed.
They will feed, guys. They'll perform. I don't know where he went. Muddy Pot should be trotting in, guys. So you 204 of these big 9-weight steers of the day.
I don't blame you. But these are good feeding cattle. Oh my. Just come look. Okay. All right.
Best set of cattle he's had. I believe it's right. They're big 9-weights and they're green, guys.
Green as
Green, green, green. All right, right there, here, 310, 1250, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 1250, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 12 and a half, good to be 310, 1250, 310, 1250, 310, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 12 and a half, good to be 10, 11, 310, 11, 310, 11, 310, 11, 11, 310, 11, 310, 11, $3. Now one, and 3 down one, 2, 1, 2, 302, and 3 down 2, and 302, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 303, 4, and 3 down 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, and 4, and 304, here 3, and 4, and 304, 4, 303, 4, 5, and 3, 5, and 3, 5, 6 $, and 3, 5, and 6 here, 5, good to be 6, 7, and 3, 7, and 7, 7, and $8, 3, 7, 7, 9, good to be 9, good to be 309, 9, good to be 9, 9, 309, 10, and 9, 10, good to be 10, good to be 9, 10, and 3, 10, 3, 10, 3, 9, 10, and now 10, 11, and 3, 11, good to get 3, 11, good to get 3, 11, good to get 3, 11, now 12, and 3, 12, and 3, 11, 12, and 12, and 13, and 13, good to get 13, 14, good to get 14, good to get 14, good to get 14, good to get 14, 14, 15, and 15, and 15, good to get 50, good to get 50, good to get 50, good to get 15, 16, and 16, and 15, 16, there you're going to be 15, 16, and 315, 16, and 315, going to be $16, 16, 17, and 17, good to get 3, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, and 17, good to get 17, good to be 17, good to be 16, 17, 18, 18, here, 18, good to be 3, 18, bit of 18, bit of 18, good to be 18, and 19, and 19, and 19, good to be 18, good to be 19, good to get 19, good to be 19, and 3, 19, 3, 19, and 19, good to be 18, good to be 19, and 3, 19, and 19, bit of 19, good to get 19, good to get 19, good to be 19, good to be 19, good to be 19, T, 318, 78. Thank you, Paul.
Get 2 loads of these steers from Reno.
All right, 2 pot loads these cattle guys from Ringling. Here's a boon. Going to be 105 of these steers. Forgot about him. That's what Antonio says. Just buy them and forget about them. Too busy shipping all them heifers all summer long. Forgot about he had these steers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look for a hard gray steer. Draft 204, yep. They're nice cattle. Just big. All right, right there, here, 250, and 5, and 55, and 55, 55, 250, and 5, and 55, 55, 55, 60, and 260 there, 5, go to 260, and 55, 60 there, 5, go to 260, and 260 pound here, 5, go to 260, 260, 260, and 5, as it get 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 2.5, and 2.5, 2.5, 260, 2.5, 5, as it get 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 5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 750, and 70, and 270, we get 270, we get 270, and 70, but 70 there, 270, and 270, we get 270, we get 270, 2.5, and 71, and 70, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 272, and 272, 272, 272, and 271, 2, and 272, you done, and 272, 1, 2, good 2, we get 2, good 271, 2, 272. Sold them 271, Varner 1.
Sorry you get into that kind of mess, but that's the way it was. Okay, all right.
26. Yeah, here's the Caldwells. Here's the Caldwells. They were 75 days, right? 75 days on the winning date, guys. They raised them all. Nice set of green steers, guys. Little set of grazers here. 320, 2.5, 320, 2.5, and 320, 2.5, we get 2.5, go to 20, we get 2.5, go to 20, we get 2.5, 320, and 320, and 320, bit 2.5, go to 20, bit 2.5, go to 20, we get 2.5, go to 20, 250, and 320, and 320, we get 320, go to 20, go to 20, now 20, 320, 80, 75 days, 75, 320, now 2.5, 320, 2.5, and 320, 2.5, go to 2.5, we get 2.5, what it is, 320, 2.5, and 20, 2.5, go to 20, 2.5, go to 20, 2.5 here, T, 320. 73.
Is
that all theirs? Yeah. Caldwell, thank you guys. Thank y'all for being here.
Here's the Moffat.
Here's Moffat's.
Male coming. Should be about 50 of them.
Be about right, put them right off the grass this morning. Weights. 28. $3, 2.5. Yeah, $3, 2.5. 2.5. We get 2.5. Go to 2.5. We get 2.5. Go to 2.5. We get 250. And 3, 2.5. And 3, 2.5. Here, 2.5. We get 2.5. Go to 2.5. We get 2.5. Grass cattle guy 2.5. 5. And 305. And 3.5. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 9, 10. And 3, 10. 12 to 5. Go to 10. 12 to 5. 9, 10. 11, 12. 11, 12. 13. And 13. 14. We get 14. We get 14. We get 14. $14. And 13. 14. We get 14. We get 14. And 13. We get 14. Go to 13. We get 14. We get 14. Go to 13. 14. At 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 14 T. 313 on 78. Yeah, I know. Yep. Here's some little old lightweight steers. You got Mel? Mason, Vicky Mason. All right, here, 320, now 5, and 25, and 325, and 25, 25, over 100 and something days on the winning aid, right there, 322 and a half. Close your gate, please, 322 and a half, and 320, and 20, 23, good to be 23, 23, 23, 23, 20, and 320, good to be 20, good to be 20, 320, 320, 320, and 320, good to be 320, good to be 320. 310, 310, 310, 12 and a half, 310. They just take your hand off your switch. 310, 310, 310, over 100 days, guys. 310, and 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, and 310, going to be 310, going to be $3. Now 5, 305, 305, 10, 3010, 15, 315, 315, 20. 320, and 320, we get 320, and 20, 20, 320, now 5, and 25, 25, 25, 325, we get 5, 325, we get 5, 325, we get 5, so 320, Varner 7. Little crosses right there, here, $3, now 5, and 3.5, and 3.5 here, 5, we get 3, we get 3, now 3, now 5, and 3.5 here, 5, we get 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 5, 305, and 3.5 here, hold that hard, thin red, everything else is going to go, 250, 260. 270, 280, 280, 290, 285, 285, 285, 90, 95, 3, now 3, 95, we get 3, 95, to get 3, and 95, 3, and 305, and 305, to get 10, and 310, good to be 310, good to be 310, good to be 310, good to be 310, 310, and 3 down 10, good to be 10, Terry out, 310, and down 10, good to be 10, good to be 10, good to be 10, good to be 10, Tubby, 305 on 65, yard him out.
Tubby 65-yard, Matt gets a hard 10 red. I can do it. Put on the game. Y'all been tough? One more coming to you.
Ah.
On catch, here it comes. Catch him in an angle at the end. First on.
Yeah, Noah, Noah.
I don't know if it did or not. Did you catch him? No.
Not very many more. We changed the switch there.
More heifers.
Ten heifers.
There's some effort, John.
Hey, got some more heifers.
Yeah, they got higher. Couple got higher.
Ain't no milk on their breast.
Yellow Horizon. Yellow Horizon. Lindsay, Oklahoma, guys. They're nice heifers. Yearling's here. All right, there, 322 and a half, and 322 and a half, now 320, and 2 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, and 320, to get 322 and a half, and 320, to get 2 and a half, going to be 20, to get 2 and a half, 32.50, and 20, to get 2 and a half, going to be 20, to get 2 and a half. Yellow Horizon, guys, long yearlings here, 322 and a half, and 322.50, and 320, to get 2 and a half, going to be 20, to get 2 and a half, 22 and a half here, Tubby, 320, 15, X Preg.
Tubby 15 eggs. Frag on. Guarantee belongs to Yellow Horizon.
Yellow Horizon. We'll think Yellow Horizon. I hope that's
Steer time, guys. Back on them steers, guys. There are 75 days weaned out there at Lone Wolf, Hobart. All right, right there, here, 310, 1250, 310, 12 to 5, go to 10, 12 to 5, go to 10, 12 to 5, go to 310, 1250, and to 15, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 320 and a half, 320, and 322 and a half, go to 2 and a half, 5, and 25, 27 to 5, 27 to 5, 30, and 330, to get 330, now 30, and 30 to 33, now 30, to get 330, to get 30, go to be 30, to get 30, go 30, and 330, to get 30, to get 30, now 30, to get 30, go to be 30, to get 30, go to be 30 here, Hayes, 327 and a half, 7.
Okay, 7 in the ring.
White face cattle. 322 and a half, and 322 and a half, now 320, go to 2 and a half, now 22 and a half, go to be 22 and a half, go to be 22.50, and 320, to get 2 and a half, 322 and a half, go to be 2 and a half. There's 60 days, guys, right there. Going to be the young cattle from Pickens, Oklahoma, 320, and 322 and a half, 22 and a half, here, 22.50, and 320, to get 2 and a half, go to be 20, to get 2 and a half, go to be 20, to get 2 and a half, go to be 22.50, 22 and a half here, half here, half here, Warner, 320, 7.
Varner 7.
Nine of these on these Newman steers. 320, 322 and a half, and 320, to get 2 and a half, go to 322 and a half, and 322 and a half, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and 25 here, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 325, and 3 and a quarter, to get 325, 325, to get 5, 325, to get 5, 325 and a 5. You want to hold him?
Yep, it'll help.
325, hold one. That gray. You gonna do it, Drew? 320. Holding one. 325. 325. Hayes, 320 on 7. Hold, yard him out. Gray.
Hayes 7, and we're going to hold the gray.
Yeah. Huh. 250. 250, 60, and 250, 60, 260, and 270, we get 270, going to be 260, 70, and 260, 70, we get 270, we get 270, we get 270, Terry, 260, 9.
Terry, 9.
Yep, Prescott, Houston's. Nope, Lewis Allen, guys.
Been selling on them for cutting.
320, 2.5, 320, we get 2.5, going to be 20, 2.5, long ear, this guy right there, 22.5, look longer than that, 22.50, and 22.50, and 320, we get 2.5, going to be 22.5, 320, and 320, we get 320, we get 320, we get 320, and 20, 23, 323, 23, 23, 15, 315, 310. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12, 50, 310, we get 12 and a half, go to 10, 12 and a half, go to 10, 12 and a half, go to 10, 12 and a half, go to 310, 12, 50, 310, 12 and a half, go to 10, 12 and a half, go to 10, 12 and a half, here, Varner, 310, on number 83.
Varner, 83.
Here's Preston. Houston kind of guys, he raised them. They're 60 days weighing 310, 310, and 310, and 310, 12 and 310, and 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, and 310, and 10, we get 310, we get 310, we get 310, 310, $3. Now 5. 305 and 35, we get 5, we get 5, $3 now 5, and 305, we get 5, 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 here, Varner, $3, 7.
Varner, 7.
275, 275, and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 7, 80, and 280, we get 280, we get 280, 75, 80, and 275, go to 280, we get 275, 280, 280, 280, 275, 85, 85, 90, we get 290, we get 290, go to 85, we get 90, 85, 90 here, 85, we get 90, go to 90, we get 90 here, Marner, 285, 7. Hold the spot.
Start him out and get the spot. Antonio's going to try to hold him. I got faith in him.
Grab it right there by the ears. Oh, okay. Easy. Easy.
Good job, Anton. Put him on what number?
17X.
Okay, this is going to be a
I'll go there from Sayre.
17X.
Huh?
250. 255, 55 and a half, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255, and 55, 60, and 260 there, 5 and has a good, 70, we get 275, and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 275, and 275 here, 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 275 here, sold, 270 Varner. 8, 85, 85.
85, Varner, 85.
$250. 255, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, and 260 there, going to be 260, and 265, 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, you do it, 65, and 265, 70, and now 70, we get 270, we get 270, going to be 70, Trevor, 265, 1.
Trevor, 1.
Good. Stephen Hudson, still 6 little steer calves. 350. 350, 60, and 355, and 355, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 355, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 355, and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, you get 55, 55, 55, 355, and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, sold, 350 Varner, 3.
Varner, 3.
Got a wean way back here in July. $3 now 5 and 3 to 5 and 3 to 5 we get 5 we get 3 we get 3 now 5 and 305 here 5 we get 5 we get 5 we get 5 we get 5 now 5 305 and 3 and a half 5 here $5 we get 5 here 305 and 3 and a half 5 here 275.80 and 275 75 75 75 250 I'll go 250 255 255 250 and 55 and 55 here 5 here go to 255 and 55 here 5 here we get 5 we get 5 255 and 55 here 5 here you get 255 anybody else 60 260 he said thank you sold them at 255 Varner straight.
Varner, straight.
Terry said thank you. Booze. Mike Crowley booze. $2. 210 and 210 20 and 210 20 we get 210 20 we get 220 30 and 230 40 we get 240 50 we get 250 we get 260 and 250 60 going to be 250 60 70 25 70 265 70 270 was it 255 260 265 70 270 270 and 270 we get 270 we get 270 270 so 265 Varner 18x.
Varner, 18X.
Yeah, let me get we get 2 more drafts. We'll get them. Let's get these bulls out of the way. You in a hurry, Tub? More bulls. 220. 225, 30, and 235, and 35, 40, we get 40, we get 5, we get 50, now 55, and 55, 60, 265, 265, 70, and 270, we get 270, 270, and 275, and 75, 75, 75, 275, and 275, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, here, Varner, 270, 77. Well, Bill. Here's the daddies. $1.50. $1.50 a pound. $1 a pound. 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. $1.55, 60. $1.65, 70. 175, 80. 185. 185. 185. Anybody else? 185. Trevor, 180. One.
Said Trevor 1, and then I'll take the yard out.
All of them. 4. Mm-hmm.
Mouse. Big like fish.
Four big steers by eight, John. Maybe we can talk to Belly and split it 2 and 2. Yeah, those are pretty good ones. All the way 10 feet. They're both nice ones. I talked to Belly on that.
Kind of funky-eyed.
Yeah, not very well, but he
$2. 210 and 210 20 and 220 30 you get 2 30 40 you get 245 245 45 50 and 55 50 you get 2 50 you get 2 55 and 55 55 55 55 55 255 and 55 here 5 here 255 and 55 here 5 you get 5 you get 5 you get 5 now 5 here so 250 Terry 9.
somebody tell
56.
about this switch.
Yep.
That's Red Angus. They're coming.
That's the one we held. $2. 210 20 and 210 20 we get 210 20 we get 210 20 we get 210 20 we get 210 20 and 210 20 210 20 $1.50 $1.60 $1.50 60 $1.70 80 90 210 210 Trevor you're out 210 210 Terry you're out
Put that on your list.
Varner you got him $2 nothing straight
No, no. Sarah's not old. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, all right, thanks. So he's got to hold that switch, keep the gate closed.
Yeah.
Is that the deal?
Yeah. If they lose them up, they take out.
Needs a new switch.
Reds off of Varner 76 X 74X. Yeah. Sell them. $3. And 3. And 3 with 3. We get 3. We get 3. Now 5. And 305 here. We get 5. We get 5. We get 5. We get 5. 305. And 305 here. We get 5. Now 5. We get 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 5. Varner $3. 62. No.
Go heads.
X and Preg.
No, they weren't free.
And they belong to goat heads.
He could have a blue finger.
Hold your switch. Don't lose.
Don't lose that switch.
Off Varner 74. Let's resell these. 320, 2.5, at 320, to get 2.5, go to 20, to get 2.5, go to 20, 250, at 320, at 320, and at 320, 320, and 20, 23, and 20, and at 20, 310, 12.5, 310, 12.5, go to 10, 12.5, go to 310, at 310, 12.5, go to 10, 12.5, go to 310, 1250, get 10, 12.5, go to 10, 12.5, go to 12.5, gigabit, 310, 1250, at 310, 12.5, 310, 12.5, 19, 12.5, 19, 12.5, Varner, 310, 66.
Warner 66.
Off of Joe Grossman. What is NP? Not pregnant? Not breedable. Sell that 5 and 7 month bred heifer. 250. Sell 250. 255, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, pretty good guys, 255, 55 here, 5 here, 55, 55, 55, 255 here, Varner, 250, 23, 123 on 2 of them. Not preggable. Not preggable. $2. 210, 20, 30, 40, 50. 250. 250. Trevor, you're out. 250. Varner, 240. 80. You can try Pregger later. Maybe about dark. Sorry, folks. Oh, she's too tall for him. Looks like I'm buying lunch today.
Go in there where you don't take abuse. Go in there so you don't have to take abuse. 74X and go
It's X8 and 4 months.
4 months and one's aborted. They're both 5 months. They need to be sold one at a time, guys, I think. Sell that 5 month bred. 250. 250 60 and 250 60 and 250 60 and 250 60. Going to be 250 60. Going to be 250 60. 250 260 250 60. Poke 250. 17.
Go ahead. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep. 7 month bred.
Well, I know you've been to the office.
Pin her with the 18X. Pin that one with the 18X.
That's what it'll be.
One was aborted.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hadn't made it to the office.
Pregnant one. Yeah, she was 7 months. Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry's gonna haul them. Yeah, he's got the truck here. We'll get it on. Okay, thank you.
She's been aborted. 250. 250 60 and 270. We get 270. We get 280. 275. 275 80 and 280. 280. 280. We get 280. We get 285. 85 here. 85 here. 85 here. Varner 280. 62.
Warner 62.
You look nice today. They'd say that this morning. Yeah, sell them for Bert. $2. 210. 210. 220. 230. 240. 250. Show them what you got. And tone 240.
An Antonio.
Be cheaper next week, Antone.
Didn't happen for the last 3 weeks. I'm gonna try to get a loan from his pala for next week. If I buy two,
No, they're not done.
Keep. Yes, sir. That was off Burt Farms.
I'll put your, I wrote it down. Yes. Yes, Tom. The whole deal or what? You wanna know what those two weigh? Got it.
What's wrong with these? Hard, thin, and
Tell me that again, I'll give you.
$2. 210 20, 220 30, and 230 40, we get 240 50, we get 250 60, we get 255, and 55 55 60, and 260, we get 265, and 5, and 5, now 5 here, 5 here, we go to 265, and 5, now 5 here, 5, now 5 here, Varner, 260, nothing.
Varner's straight, yes, sir.
Five and 6 months is what I'm seeing. 5 and 6 months. I'm gonna let you guys bid. I'm gonna sell by the head, Paula. Don't weigh them. $1,000 by the head. 1050, 1100, 1100 half, 11 of 1200, even get 1200, even get 1200, going to be 1200, 11 and a half, 1250, and 12 and a half, going to be 13, even get 13 and a half, and 1400 here, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 15, and 15 and a half here, 1600, and 16 and a half here, now has 17, and 17, even get 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 18, 1800 here, 18, go to 18, you give 18, 1800 here, 1800, 1800 here, 18, bit of 18 here, 18, going to be 1800. Varner, 17 and a half, 120.
The Varner 120.
All right. One's got a little bump.
Okay, now wait a minute. I gotta
One's got a bump. Both go. Antone. Whose are these? Do you know?
I got mail, but it don't match.
They're not cold pumping.
$2.
Wayne,
210. 210, 210, and 210, 20, and 210, 20, 30, we get 230, 230, 25, 30, and 232, 35, 35, 35, 35, 235, and 35, we get 5, 235, we get 5, 235, we get 5, 235, we get 5, 235, we get 5, Varner, 230, 89. Okay. $2. 210. 210 20 and 220 30, we get 230, we get 230, we get 240, we get 250 and 240 50 and 45 and 45 55 and 55 55 55 55 255 and 55 65 and 265 and 265 here 5 here and tone 260 on 10.
Antonio 10.
$250. 255, and 55, you give 55, 55, 55, 55, 255, and 55, 60, 265, 70, 275, 75, 75, 75, 275, and 275 here, 75, 75, 75, 275, yep, poke 275 here, Trevor, 270 on number 1. 265, I think. Cole Thompson, yep. $3. Only steer you had. 320. 325. 325. You're up, poke. 325, 30. 330. Varner, 325, 7. What about that red heifer? She make it through the night? Tried. $2. $2 a pound. I'm going to be now $1.50. $1.50, 60, 70, 170, 170, 180, 170, give 80, and 70, 80, 170, give 80, 170, going to be 80, 170, going to be 80, you give 80, and now 70, going to be 180 here, Ricardo, $1.70. Steer. Boo, $2. 210.20 and 210.20, we get 210.20, we get 210.20, we get 210.20 and 210.20, but 210.20, 210.20 here, $1.50, $1.50, 60, $1.50, 60, 70, 170, 80, 180, 90, $1.90, Trevor, you're at $2, 190, we get 2, Trevor, 190 on 1. $2.50. 250, 60, and 250, 60, we get 250, 60, we get 250, 60, $2, 210, 220, 30, 220, 30, 220, we get 30, 220, we get 30, 220, we get 30, Trevor, 220 on 1.
Trevor won, same way.
Long toed, $1. $10.20 and 120, 30, we get 30, we get 40, we get 40, we get 50, 60, 160, 70, 170, 170, 60, 70, 80, 80, 90, good to be 190, we get 2, good to be 2, good to be 2, now 295. 2. $2, now 5. 205. Trevor, $2, 2. 1, make her a 1. 2, Trevor, 2. Here's a bull, $2. 210, 20, 220, 30, we get 30, we get 40, we get 50, 240, 50, and 40, 50, we get 250, we get 240, 50, good to be 240, 50, 240, 50, poke, 240, 18X. 77. 77. Yep. $1.50. 60, 70, going to be 80, going to get 90, going to get 2, going to be 210, 20, and 210, 20, going to get 210, 20, going to be 210, 20, 220, 30, 230, 220, 30, poke, 220, nothing. Tell me about it. $3. $3.10. After 10, we get 3, 10, we get 3, 10, we get 3, 10, 3, 10, 3, 10, 3, 10, $3. And now 10, go to 3, we get 3, go to 3, we get 3, go to 3, we get 3, 250, 260, 270, 280, 270, give 80, and 280, we get 280, we get 280, 90, 290. Ransom, 280. Is that him? Is that him? Oh, what about $1.50? $1.55 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, $1.55 and 55 here, 55, 60, 5, 70, 175 and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, poke, 170, 106B.
Corner 106B and watching now. Hey, that's the one you've been waiting for. It's been a pleasure working with you. And we'll see. Wait, we don't have anything over there. Okay. It's been a pleasure working with you. See you next week. Have a good
All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's sale. Y'all have a good weekend. See you next week. George, it's noon.